Police near drone no ankasa. And the police near drone no, mezi police near drone no. And one imbusa about mixer, a draw soon come. A draw sabi obu bobi out to say yes. We immune system na wo boost to no. Oh ma akwa enimo, oh ma ahoden abem. Senior beya, sabi o. Yari wan keten akase nyina. Oh bon ho ban. We immune system na will lower. Be able to me for be. Nya ne sa nya de be ne sa kra. Etino. Yeah, boy, I'm hoping for syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, ulcer, stroke, and I feel say your waist pains, and I feel so fatigue, malaria, liver, and I feel so kidney problems, a party. Now you're in boost about mixture, and a bad boy. Yem pebinto, and what pharmacy be, and I feel so your herbal shop will be a yen sabekebi. Yenma, your what OT region, Waboga Tamale, your Wakra, and I feel so a Okanshi drug lane idiot. Yen sabekebi wa honom. Yenma yobo kuno yango kalamed pharmacy wa ye low cost to kwana so ho. Yen sabe can be wo hono. That's right. From 0246 208496 0246 Won sabe ka ye embuse ba mixture for. Now no ma din komo. Now also waji eye edroni bi no akofie ne nkwala ne mpemfo na mabubo bi na tumi ama immune system no akoye pa. We aye collateral wansem and I know baby dey nkomo we dey hu hian ye pa. Eclipse collateral management say men kan chow say fata say when you ye adwuma when it comes to collateral issues, when it comes to credit brokerage, and I feel say prime brokerage. Yeah, the cross in the land document perfection we had ye pa. And then the wonderful news is that they are a game changer in turning property documents into profit. So a year in Krata that documents are on property. In the Padia Krata, you to me the year Juma had done a profit amount. It's so cry. What a Eclipse collateral management in Edium Common. May say in terms of no Munkodim Common about to quiet. Now when a Eclipse collateral management in Dim Common. May say we collateral issues in na. The best sort of wow. Or land document on perfecting na. Eclipse collateral management by any na ma. Oh, she show more party. I'm waiting for more dental barrier. I'm be Medimosis Hospital no. Around sister West African SHS 101 or more. From on 054-383-2466. 054-383-2466. Now we need a Eclipse collateral for ending command. Our Eclipse collateral management for property owners, we say think safety and decent income. And for businesses, we say think funding before projects. Say babo abaso pa eya no pa wi an wa chichiro re. And mema no muntie 40 years and above. My entenance na yade wa we ense yen. Esan say ye won ho adro. Make up prostate no. I don't know about tampa process men kan show say mema no. So what and now when yan can say wo jonso kra na say be heading say be ba moja so tetwe. Wo jonso so en sheda nko ye pa dia. Be pachowa. What does not feel to me now? If I don't so sad, David. And could you cry? Oh, but Tampa Process Center. Some men can't just say in terms of brand or Mundium come on. No, we're drone over to media show. We're drone over home with to me a bow. A drone is a fata. Doctor dear or ya dear pa. I don't tell a friend on 055-38-00678. 055-38-00678. And I just over call a hospital what a year. Kaswa Fifi Prat last stop. I walk Kaswanya no Quano so Honoma, Honor War. Indian in term and no button per process and couldn't come on. A beb wow. Juma di yebi Juma ya your body na ya Juma ya enko ye mayen enso no an ebe ya jack ese edidie enu ntini ebe ya enti no se wo joint nyina ya wo ya minima bawe bi an the joint pa ofro staircase kra na ye den enko ye kra ana me say da bi era men yesa and into no wa Abdul Mark cramps and I feel so ye headache pa so wuti yo ya pa and I feel so neck pain pa share o body no add how pa wako ye walan to walansa we ni nyina no wuti so body no enko ye what drive sa Kumasi Accra wako La Paz KH Kaneshi wako Circle wako Hefa Takra deni dia kenna what na se a check o body no tumi say ya wo yankasa ye de nsa kan wo si agis wish enko ye arthritis omo migraine for no muntie me di edrosunku bi e mamo edrosunku bi e mamo that draw way and your friend Yom herbal lotion edro we ya edro we yum Yom herbal lotion ekoye brutal Jack yan intem na kope bi tawate na Yom herbal lotion for body and joint and pains reliever more fractured bones someone nine off don't pay no what they may say try you one of the healing edrosun ko abatown yenma ye pains from stroke yen na yen kope bi nto what they here and say this edro no ye be you be near the afifa baby ye be massage baby pain the one keke beti he me kon nyina me ya asa man na ye we pe yima edi be for ha mame me say a test case man me say a massage therapy for pebito yom herbal lotion me say a yom herbal lotion for pebito na jack ebeboa ekoyi ankasa drosun kokra enti en ntemwe na ko pebito na fe no obenya bi oba bibia pharmacy shop na fe so herbal shop bia won sabeke bi enti sesi ade wo pains nyina no wo dada wo arthritis pain nyina wo dada migraine wo dada e san say Yom herbal lotion ababa bedu town from on I was 0244 730295 0244 and now it says 0302 945 146 Messi Toby na yusu na bebwa Yom herbal lotion ye drosun kokra na fe one man come letting me and my man can't just Sky Mall said the promotion ogusu ankasa I don't think yen ntemwe the only mall in Circle ewa haya ewa sada Twin Towers ground floor hono ope mo papa ya tete omoniema so a ekoyie eniema ya tete so no so enye niema boni o eye niema efi America na face to Europe eye niema Jack wo out to say yes what to niema aduane emo biscuit olive oil papa de ni nyina obenya bi wo Sky Mall aye Circle Sky Mall me say Circle here traffic light na see here as that Twin Towers they say glass nkwa sa building no ekoye brutal enti entem na wo pon afa hanom na ye shopping na fa kofie ye shopping no na fa ko esan say ebeboa o to an say wo to me so de eniema ye say wo to wo de sese gumu wo to ni nyina wi ane asante so ama wo mpewe na pede say ye basmati rice pa cho for na 400 Ghana cedis he say 350 Ghana cedis Nivea product you see say roll on say spray nina no near ton 30 Ghana cedis say 20 Ghana cedis enti an entemwe na bra na betobi Avino body wash na 370 Ghana cedis say atete so about 330 Ghana cedis Aptamil na 300 Ghana cedis say ton 255 Ghana cedis enti an entem na bra na betobi why na fa kofie na ye best re mami o dende papa o dende ye nentem enkwala niema no betobi wa ha promotion e cost from January be say 21st of February enti ye nentem mo so amote me kan otakrade eye nima na eye western region e dia kanyina me pacho wa e betimi aye delivery no so ama enti for numbers way 0240 212 510 0240 212 510 And I face 0242-234-66575. 0242-346-675. Now when the cycles come more, Indian come up. And it's 7:51 away the studios of Kessben 92.9. And I feel so shame away Kessben TV. Kessben TV watching Emma Wakwaba ba eye kasefidie so na ba bedi nkomo na yehwe de ekoso o mamun semina ye ba bedi ho enkomo ene anopei e wo fie hanom. Saso and our DSTV channel 364 and I feel so Go TV channel 121. WhatsApp and I feel so text message jina so no making kind nyina so amount e wo fie hanom enti no fa ni nyina bra na yendi enkomo na yenhwe kwan ebetumi de oman no afaso na etumi gina baby ye pa and that's no many mpemfo betena se na yedi enkomo ye pa. Now the National Democratic Congress at the reorganization structures be aba ene yebedi hu nkomo ye pa. Mande Jibril, who is the acting national director of elections and IT betena se and anopay na yedi enkomo ye pa ne ahwe kwan ebefa so a ye nyina yebeti ase say indeed the NDC and then the reorganization no more can one seminar and other matters that we will talk about in now ebedi na ho enkomo ye pa yen hyase na fe yen nkomo dia yen ko na enra na parliament eba back paying betena say ka sisi ano omako break no Christmas break no yaba back February ya eno nti no yaba be di eye dwuma sefata sisi edi ema oman no na ade ba ko a ebe piem this year parliament abay has to do with the airport bill na esese de ko na enyeme bia sefata sese sesano minister for transport ede beba eba bele was the floor of parliament na fe yedi hu enkomo ye pa na eno na ora mama yarega who is the majority leader eyi hu kakra ekire yense airport bill no ade ba ko enwo mu ne se ye be sign the original name of now Kotoka International Airport en kan no na ye frɛ no Accra International Airport no ye be sign aba na no akofa ensem bebre na aba. I've heard too many things people have said some more court aden yesisa din no and agana so the epedin sisa and adien ya kan sem bebre. First off my yenhwe na fesu yentie ora mama yarega asem potion di tudwa de entia ofo say esese yesisa edin from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. Yentie no on Kessben 92.9 and afesu yenhwe no ewo Kessben TV na fe yemra back sisia.
We are changing the name of our airport from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So a bill will be brought by the Minister for Transport for the name of the airport to be changed from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So the Accra International Airport bill will also come.
Okay, enti mama yarega and wo share ni sisiano the majority leader in parliament and or they and some no atudwa sisia say what it means is that airport bill na ye dey eba parliament sisiano clearly ye best sandino edino will move from the Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. Na no mono and moving from majority leader now minority leader or Sahine Afenyo Marking also share any views when it comes to the issue of changing the name from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport.
That all these years we've had this Kotoka, General Kotoka's name on the airport, and suddenly it is being changed. What is it? After it's Kotoka International Airport, Accra. So Accra is still there. I'm not suggesting any other name. I'm saying that the name Kotoka International Airport, comma Accra, is already there. Accra is already there. So you don't need to remove Kotoka's name from there. So if you come to Accra, or even in the country, how many prominent Voltarians have their names on national assets or national monuments? This is the only thing the people of Volta region can also at least see as something that recognizes heroism from the Volta region. And that one too, they are being denied. Well, Honorable Kwame Abuja is from Volta. Honorable Kojo Dankwah, he's from Volta and is sitting in cabinet. Honorable Fifi Kwete is the General Secretary of NDC from Volta region. Honorable Ahiafo, he is the first Deputy Speaker in this government from Volta region. Honorable Kwame Eche, the Fiamepo, Majority Chief from Volta region. And they are all sitting down watching the government to take away a Voltarian's name, which has been given to our airport, and successive governments never made any attempt to change it. And in this time and age, they are from Volta and they are in the government and they are watching Volta to lose its pride. It's up to them.
Okay, so it's up to them. And no, and now Osahene Afenyo Maakye Ede Etudwa, and indeed, on the move on to do pure politics with it, where he was mentioning names of parliamentarians or Mufi, the Volta region, even moving on to speak to the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Fifi Korte, also saying so, and also Efi Volta region, and then they are sitting down to see the name being changed and all that. So as I say, and maybe I say now, Honorable Ayariga did edit to her say it is not just that they want to change the name for changing sake. They really will want to see the original owners of the land to own back Omudini na Edaswono. Now, indeed, the history of airport COCCA clearly so we sheni ye pa dia na airport name say Feno Kotoka International Airport CCA originally according to history, if I am right, according to history, we were told say na a military airport used by the British Royal Air Force during the World War II. That time no na ni yusu ASR airport here kan wasem CCA na British Royal Air Force for na yusu when near World War II ye kono emu no World War II ni mu no and na British for no yusu. Now omo ye kun sa kun ni wie no World War II ni wie no na facility no domo ede military airport no omo jemu ema civilians. It is civilians for and ebe so mu na SCCA no military for no eja hoko ekon na ye wie CCA intimi fa nye base bia biom a ye de ba be ye sa ekon no ye de flight ana se yakon aeroplanes ne ba be sisi honom enu nti no ye chai ama CCA ne hand over ama authorities a sebi omo ye civilians omo abehwe oman no so no na enum no na 1956 according to history your first president of this country, President Kwame Nkrumah, can say Sadia Yense Sano na yenyu emfiho as a military airport no Yense Sano ne yemfanye adefofro na yenya no senior beye betumi aye airport ankasa sebio so bi fiama no na ba ye betumi obetuma be lande wo ho plane betuma lande wo ho nom eno ene ma sa adwene no eba se yenye terminals na yensi terminal buildings wo hono ma se na ebe proper airport as obi efiama no na eba anaso oba krom hanom a yeso yenya airport sebio obi bede ni plane no anase ekro no ede ni plane no eba besie. So that project started in 1956 by then President Kwame Nkrumah. That is what history is telling us. Now project ya meka wan se mi airport ya CCF no Kotoka International Airport. Project no e sha se fi 1956 no eno omu wie anaso omu bie ano ye wie bibia no ye bia no in 1958 and ye bie ano ye turning ifi military base into an airport. Now capacity ana ewo according to history they were telling us that it was taking a capacity of 500,000 passengers per year. See, I think even Terminal 3 we're taking almost about 3.2 or 3.4 million on passengers or so. That is what papers, documents, so air can. So it means that around that time, they have 500,000 passengers per year. So the airport was originally called Accra International Airport. And pictures in Woho. Me assure say production will show then picture no senior na infoni no senior net na airport near friend no Accra International Airport no senior net no obi abehu senior net. So originally no near friend no Accra International Airport. It na che say Accra International Airport na nie na ye nim fetititi na. Na obi bi sa say e ba ne saying and na ye be friend no Kotoka International Airport. Na according to same history no almost say in 1969, Accra International Airport no yesan sesano e de ko edin friend Kotoka International Airport. It is sesano from 1958 na ye tu ni den Accra International Airport no eba in 1969 and yesan edin no e ko Kotoka International Airport. Na ye ne sa no na ye ne sa because abrante bia na sojani bia na nidino ede eye Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka or ye Lieutenant General Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka nidino no na oye penyinia oka eye party kwa na wo hwa friend National Liberation Council NLC ye no ma ye social studies kakra na ye kai eye National Liberation Council NLC na sa papa ya meka na se na sojani ya meka na se mi coup a course war around that time in around 1967 thereabout chese coup attempt to course war no sa papa ana sa sojani according to history no ye kum no ewo airport bebia Kwame Nkrumah de airport no bebia na say bebia na British Royal Air Force Base in one ye dane no ye Accra International Airport no honom na sebi papa no ye kun nti na ku bi eba be koso no ne hu di mu bi ma ekofan sem bebre na bae nti ho na sebi owu toye ku ni mu attempt na abortive ku na omo ye ya answer dan fa no eno ho na owu no ebae nti ho no na ye boni tio pe na papa Lieutenant General Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka ewuye. Okay. Enti say history tells us so there. What it means is that around that time, ye de yesa edino eto no. Enti say wo ho dia. That was around April 17th, 1967. Ye de no edino eto no. Enti say wo pe edin pa ye de eto di enti Kotoka no ebeda airport no so dia. History kakra ewo ho me de minim makenkan and maka kire wo no. Enti say Mahama Yarega and the NDC are saying said they are bringing it back. Na omo de akọ the Accra International Airport dia. Na omo pese omo kire say Kwame Nkrumah din o de to so no. Eno ho na omo pese omo san e de call back no. But the name pen for so be din komo na share why the name change. Is the name change even really necessary, just as Osahene is also talking about? Mean yes our politics, but clearly obisa say adenti necessary asesano ye na ye bisa sa asem no. But my men call a Zoom na mene a Ora Jeffrey Tete or ye leading member of the Gadangbe Youth Association. You no ending komo. Clearly it is a return according to Ayariga is a return of the land to the owners who gave the land. Entine friend Accra International Airport no. Menene ni nkomo na afi yenhwe what truly betumi aya found. Jeffrey Utemi nka memwache mo akwa ba eba Kessben TV so na face so Kessben 92.9 and then on DSTV channel 364. Me sure say bibe boko na clearly uti say Mahama Yarega ka say the name will change when the airport bill hits the floor of parliament, first off, what how did you feel?
Kessben 92.9.
Jeffrey said, "What me pacho so wo o Mike no Emma me na yendi san komo we emfi honom na yenhwe what truly Jeffrey ene the Gadangbe Youth Association for no so no omofo say their take on that. We'll deal with historians to also tell us what it means, and then if more goes into it, I will get to people who believe in branding, people who believe in renaming. No almost how truly Omofo say the name change, will have any impact on us, whether tourism, whether Sika fame, in terms of the attention that we're going to get and all that. So clearly, these are the history. Say what da. Masambo subium amount. It's an history the na yebetoi it but I mean come back now fe many Jeffrey ending come Jeffrey so what can I me patch say what say Mahama Yarega eka said the airport bill never call parliament one of the things that we critical on has to do with the change of the name Kotoka International Airport to the original name Accra International Airport what say how did you feel first off?
Kessben 92.9.
Right, maintaining a Zoom, but we'll go back and then check on him na afi share what it is that it is. But Honorable Ayariga Yensan Sisubio Mao, what exactly he said? Say airport bill the Ba Parliament is here led by the Minister for Transport. The name change from Accra International Airport Ebeye Jumano. Mumi Yensan share Uraya Regabium na fe yenti 92.9 exactly what he meant by the name change na fe yen babaxis here.
We are changing the name of our airport from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So a bill will be brought by the Minister for Transport for the name of the airport to be changed from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So the Accra International Airport bill will also come.
Okay, Mama Yariga no. But one thing that Mama Yariga can which also speaks to history was that he says that the proposed change will address what he Mama Yariga described as historical wrong. Sir Enokai, historical wrong. And that he says that we are going back to using Accra as the name of the airport in recognition of the people who gave up their land. Come back to using the Accra International Airport and because omo de assassino ema no esese ye ma omo so omunya that recognition no say ampa most na mo de assassin ema and therefore esese ye shemon monyam. So the historical wrong, that's as he described it, is what I gave you. So from 1958, Accra International Airport by Kwame Nkrumah. The change also happened around that same, I think after a year, 1969, thereabout, in Sesandino, Kotoka International Airport, and a year in honor of Lieutenant General Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka, who was a member of the National Liberation Council. Sebi Yekunu Ewo Airport during an abortive coup attempt in April 17th, 1967. And Sasemino Esiye. Na Esiye na muna ni say Sasadia Yemfa Kotoka airport no sorry. Yemfa ento Kotoka. Enunti enema no edin no be Kotoka International Airport. Enti se Osahene say ankenya no Kotoka International Airport koma Accra. Enti say obeka Kotoka International Airport na wan home so kakra se koma ho na de Accra no asoso it ochechi mti no kan se Kotoka International Airport koma Accra na is Accra na eso ewo mu bi ewo honom a. But if history is anything to go by, if history is something that we need to hold on to, if history will serve the country or a nation right, then it means that what Mahama Ayariga is saying, is what I mean. The historical wrong is what he's dealing with. Yebeko na your name paying for Eddie and Komo Afan. Yebeko airport so na Yako airport and Kasa. We'll give you a live feed from a airport to also tell us exactly what is the Derek Befi any team in Ubeko airport in Nano Pay. We'll speak to Ghanaians about this one. Because you know, as you see, you see, na yehu hawa ye na betumi aye ade na nyina. Your text messages and afi so WhatsApp messages na no obetumi ede aba na afi ya toa so ewo honom. But ma mo eye Facebook Kessben TV na afi so eye Facebook Kessben 92.9, and then on Kessben TV ma mo eye radio so no mo beti se make. But I want to show you the original name, any how na ya tro ewo airport on 10 times na the whole year na be passengers back room in 500,000. They say I hit almost about 3.2 or 3.4 million a year. This was the original airport from the 1958. Yeah, established Edina ne dasono and dahono. So it is not something that is being cooked. It is not a name that is fresh. It is not a name that afi and yede eba. The original name of Kotoka International Airport, na ye friend no Accra International Airport. Any actual hono. Osha natural welcome to Ghana. So na Accra Airport. Natural welcome to Ghana. And no any wo hono no. But as ye ko ye nim na afi de ye bie mu a flight if you no ni na ba ni bia de say international no esoso ene de asoso. But then the near friend no Accra airport and no welcome to Ghana. So indeed history very funny. I mean say any chassis airport chassis pa na o share dan ye si hu ya o share ne em say o run inside and na hu tarmac no wo ho no me kai say those times no na o kuja your friend is saying o maami na unye bi kwan KLM uwia na afọ akogina esro honom na ne woto nsasa baba yo na woto nsasa sisi de aye ontumi enye biom modification abem into no first no pa ne de 1958 airport ne say na etie ye nyina yenhwe ewo Kessben TV and na Facebook mo Facebook no ma na mo mehe enka no say na airport no esitie. So what Mahama Ayariga is saying is that they are rather correcting what history says. I mean, history gave it Accra Airport. We just have to go back to it. And yet name change kasi biasa idea it is established already per history. Said this is what it is. Yebeko na yakwa kudisa and commoni bibna fe ya share the echo will speak today the Gadangbe Youth Association for no na so much as to how enema almost almost feely say yen kono and na say yebetumi akono na ya share the echo and the eba back in kind of messages in bi so amount e wo fie hanom na fe ya share the echo and the eba min saka Jeffrey meba back na ye disa nkomoni ye pa 14 minutes into 8 a.m. meeting at the Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. My main can we now fame call the next issue so now fe yan share the bit me ayo boshe ba amidst the go zongo. I'll say I am pleading with the government, especially the Agric Minister, to do something about the issues concerning cocoa farmers in the country because they are suffering. How can a cocoa farmer send his cocoa to the PC and all that you hear is there is no money? So the NDC should stop the lies and propaganda and focus on the promises. Regards to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the MPP presidential candidate, Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen, MPP National Women Organizer, hopeful, and then Kojo Safa Poku, Onosonedia or Debaye. And on Babosheba, I think, sir, you've continuously raised this issue of a great ministry or probably Cocoa Board also not telling us exactly why they are not buying cocoa. Yebeko, I said it earlier in the morning paper review, and said we'll have to find out from Jerome why these issues are cropping up where cocoa farmers are sending cocoa to PCs, and yet they are telling them that there's no money to buy the cocoa. What is really happening? We need to understand the echo. Information and communication is key. So we need to understand why in here Sanema way in our ACCA will have to do that. Now, Capito Goso Menshia or say, like I keep saying, same lies and propaganda that brought JDM and the NDC to power will continue to expose them and take them to opposition. So I am pleading to all delegates in the MPP to give Dr. Bawumia another chance to lead the party to win come 2028. There is number okay. Okay. Sorry, I was reading your old messages. This one says that the same Capito goes. So there's an improvement of the old message. I'll say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been chosen as a leader to lead the MPP come 2028. We should come together and work hard to win power come elections, because NDC has failed and disappointed Ghanaians. Regards to Honorable Mavis Akumsen, incoming MPP National Women Organizer. So that takes me to the MPP, Dr. Bawumia. Now, the fear need to see the visiting hours. Ubia ko no ubia ba ubia ko mpemfo ko no makostra ono mu tu anamon eko the former president of this country ono ane boss honom Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ho eko dana so ne wife eko I saw videos of on not in the office honom a omo 18 komo giving him an update as to who and who aba efie aba bechia adase anasa omo congratulating ni na odi hu enkomo enra minority led by Osahene himself Afenyo Maken eko honom eso ene lead team ni na minority MPs ni na eko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia fie to congratulate him for winning about 1 or 2 years, 31st of January. No, Yenche na vesi NTA the course the residents of Dr. Bawumia when the minority team and as a minority in Parliament Ekwastrano.
Flag bearer of our party, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, former second lady and wife of our flag bearer, Mrs. Samira Bawumia. Elders of our party here present, members of the campaign team, and my dear colleagues in leadership and members of the mighty minority caucus. Mr. Flag Bearer and our leader of this great tradition, this morning, by consensus and without any reservation, we're here to extend to you hearty and fraternal wishes, and also to congratulate you on your election. Our tradition is a tradition of competition, a tradition of ideas, but once that is done, we all rally behind the leader. Be it known to all here present that the caucus has decided that not one will be left out. We are going to align everything we are doing in Parliament with your vision so that 2028 becomes a win for the party. This morning, one issue that I reminded my colleagues on was that much as members of the fraternity, various ideas may be held. If we don't push your agenda, nobody's agenda can go through. So it is very clear on our minds that we need to push this agenda. Finally, Mr. Vice President, Flag Bearer, and our President-to-be, we've also undertaken to regularly engage your high office in every single thing we do for direction. Because you may recall that last year there was no direction. So we're doing our own thing, trying to hold on to straws to survive. But with you now as the anchorman, we can look up to you for vision and direction. As a leader of the caucus, let me also personally pledge to you my unsoiled loyalty to the cause of the party and your vision. So, Mr. President, we will not waste much of your time. We are congratulating you. And colleagues, I want to say this in the presence of the flag bearer. Each one of us here, 87 of us, in 2017, we were 169 and introduced to 137 plus 1. And we are now 87. Our duty is to lift up the numbers. Come to.
Okay, so 21 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Now, Osahene Afenyo Markins Akansen Bebre, and we need to really drink deep on that particular matters in our raise. We'll do that, but Menkwa Humana Sombra, we'll play that tape again. Now, issues now we're raising now, we'll talk about it. I mean, issues of there was no direction last year and all that. We just want to understand what truly he meant by saying he said there was no direction last year, and then now they are looking up to Dr. Baumia and all that. They be cost, but I mean, now my name Jeffrey Tete. A leading member of the Dankwah Youth Association. You know, ending commo na Zoom no edit here, but I think we'll have to use the phone lines and then check on him. Now, for ending commo and share airport no Accra International Airport and then Kotoka International Airport in Indi Hong Kong. Jeffrey, me mo achi mo akwa baba Kessben TV so na face so Kessben 92.9 bibia boko there.
Anyime adominia bibia boko.
Yeah, the radio say. Now, sorry send you and can will Zoom, but we'll manage it and then we'll fix it. So yesterday, Parliament, about Parliament to work, to do their duties. One of the issues that was raised by the majority leader has to do with the airport bill that is coming to Parliament, to the floor of Parliament, which will be led by the Transport Minister to look into the renaming of the Kotoka International Airport to its original name. Which was given around 1958 thereabout by Kwame Nkrumah. Now, what's it it was saying first of now for you read details in the
Yo, a medical dawasina, much here as a phone now almost Kessben TV.
Okay.
Let me say, me no instead I'll mix it with the English.
No problem. No problem.
Now, Usha, sa airport na si hono. And yet 1958, and you started airport no. You started airport no 1946. Now it was then the military airport under the British Royal Air Force during the Second World War. Abrana Omu Fanko for World War Airbanu. And that was when the airport was started. And it was started under the Omuji Assassino FE or Hinia Efenunia J Onano. The fourth Ewola.
Your friend is saying?
Ni Aje Onano. The fourth.
Okay.
He was then the paramount chief of La.
Okay.
One. And he Yeda Abayasi. So over the years, Yakasa Assembly that they should rename the airport and give it a name that befits the status of La, the people who gave out the land. When you say La for the assassins and the we still have some of them pending. So if you are going to change the name to reflect something that has to do with the Gadangme people, fine. We are grateful, but we are asking for more. More now, here, Bisani say. Well, Accra is large, and there are various paramounties under Accra. So you shouldn't just name it Accra International Airport. If that is the last resort, fine, we may accept it. But we are asking that there are certain prominent people who hailed from La, who have served Ghana in various capacities. I will give you just a few names. Obiti said, Nia Jonah Noya or the assassin in the name of Lano. His name is there. He was a very excellent chief. And I asked him, if or anything you want to name it under a military or after a military person, we also have Sergeant Ajete, who played a key role in the independence struggle, who has not been given the due recognition. So why don't you consider Sergeant Ajete? And I also want Obia Peter Lajete, our Speaker of Parliament. We've had Justice Niamo Lenu, you know him, he has also been Speaker of Parliament. We've had Justice EMP Sowa, he has been Chief Justice of Ghana. We have Dr. Amon Kote, who designed the coat of arms. This is just a few I'm giving you. Can't we name the airport after any of these people so that this will motivate people, and when they are giving their all for the nation, it will serve as a kind of motivation that tomorrow I'll be recognized. You understand? Now, people are making a whole lot of comments about this statement by Majority Leader IA. Like I said, we thank the government for at least taking this initiative. But I will beg my other Gadangwe people from other Gadangwe paramounties, say, at the time when the Gadangwe Youth Association was fighting that the community center at Accra should be given back to the Ga people, the Gamashi people, I was one of the people at the forefront fighting for that. At the time we were fighting, said, Yengi or Hini Jandi, NC, a transport to the near Manu, a bit fitting them. We were fighting, said, Yemfama Obi of you in Osu. And so all of us should do this common thing. When, let's say, the people are fighting, say, young two airports, maybe young fan two Obi or feel like prominent person here, they should come and rally behind us so that we do this together. And for my other brothers and sisters who are from other tribes, this is not about tribalism at all. This is about recognizing who recognition is due. Because when I go to Kumasi today, an airport has been named after Opokuwari, I'm happy about that. Mm-hmm. When you go to other places and other, let's say facilities have been named after prominent people from those places, I am happy about that. It helps to tell certain stories. And so we should all come together and, support this cause. But we are asking government, say, they should consider names of individuals. And then, look, we've been here, when they were bringing the statue of Major Mama to La. Yeah. We were resisting it. It is not that we don't like the person who is being brought there, but we're saying that we have somebody like Sergeant Ajete who has not been recognized duly like we wanted. So why don't you go and put him there, or other people? Major Mama died somewhere. Why don't you send the person there or his hometown? But we are happy that government is recognizing all these people. And the short of it is that we thank God, we thank government once again, but we are asking them, say, these names I've mentioned, and if they want to consult, we have the traditional authorities here. They should come and consult them. We have the municipal assembly here. They should do proper consultation and have a proper name that will be given to the airport that will befit its status.
Jeffrey, Okasa say we need to make sure say Sebi Omomaye and Niema Ewo Krom Hanom. Historically, we need to learn and we need to position them well. So then somebody will say that if it is so, still keeping Kotoka's name, for us to learn what really transpired during the NLC time, during a coup issue and all that, is it not part and parcel of the history you also want us to learn, the history you want our upcoming children and the future to know that, there was a certain man, even though Onye Gani, but this was a history, and this is where he died, and this is where the problem, began, or probably the history about it is this one. Wouldn't that also help in solving the problem by still keeping the name Kotoka International Airport?
All right. I don't want to veer into the politics of the Kotoka issue, but I want to say this, that much as it is part of preserving the history, this is somebody whose name has some controversy to it, okay? And the politicians are playing some kind of gala with that one. And so for people to come here to Ghana, and that is the first impression they get, Kotoka International Airport, they want to Google the name of Kotoka, and there are lots of stories which are controversial about Kotoka. What kind of signal are we sending? So if we want to preserve what Kotoka has done, maybe some good he has done, Kotoka comes from a certain establishment, the Ghana Armed Forces. let us name him after something within the Ghana politics. After all, when you go to Burma camp, you see a whole lot of Bruce Hall, you see places like Slater Hall and stuff like that. So we can take Kotoka to one of those places and name those facilities after him within the military setup. You understand? But it shouldn't be the first impression when somebody is entering Ghana. That is the Kotoka International Airport, where people enter Ghana through or exit the country from. They are definitely going to look out through the internet and find out who was Kotoka. And like I said, there are lots of controversies which I don't want to veer into. I don't want to take a stand on that. Who was Kotoka? And then a whole lot of things will come. Some will be speaking for Kotoka, some will be against Kotoka, and that is not the kind of thing we want. Look, the president is saying he wants Ghana to become the favorite tourist destination for Africa. You understand? And so when people are entering Ghana and they see the name Kotoka and they want to find out, when you see Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, okay, everybody in the world today, to the extent that even BBC had to conduct a poll and he was named the African of the century. That tells a very big story. But when you talk about somebody like Kotoka, there are controversies. Whether the right side is true or the left side is true, we have not been able to fully establish that. So let us not make that one the first impression people are going to get. It will send some wrong signal.
I don't know what the wrong signal will be, but history is history, and history will serve its purpose, whether positive or negative. But it had that effect on the country. Again, people are also thinking of the view that the Greater Accra region in itself, as a names of only yes, they've done too many things. Great achievement. To be left here in Accra and not any other person. Is that a message one should get from Ohonomana?
So that is why I made mention of the fact that there are people from other parts of the region, other parts of the country, who have also served the country very, very well. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to expand tourism, which will bring in a lot of inflows to the country, why don't you establish, make tourist sites across the country and, put names of these people on those sites? For instance, JB Dankwah comes from the eastern region, we know. Mm-hmm. Why don't you erect a monument there rather than putting Dankwah separately? So is there no roundabout within the eastern region where we can mount JB Dankwah's statue so that people will know? And you see, that would open up the country, because somebody comes to Ghana, hears of JB Dankwah, and there's a runabout named after him. The person wants to go there and see. You name Buzia, you put Buzia's statue somewhere in the Bono or wherever region he comes from, and Dr. Hila Liman, you take it all the way to his region. When you spread all these things across, you see, it is going to open up the country. And when people come, they are not going to be starting Accra alone. Can you imagine the number of monuments we have standing in Accra, statues we have standing in Accra and Bass? And they are all within a certain, in fact, not within the entire Greater Accra itself, but within the central business area towards maybe the eastern side and part of the northern side. That is all. Everything is concentrated at one place. So if we really want to open up the country, I think we need to spread out these things. Kotoka's statue should be taken to the Volta region. I'm not sure whether Volta or OT region. It should be somewhere there. And then something there named after him, maybe a university built or let's say the airport over there should be named after him. I think that would be fair enough, and it will serve a very good purpose rather than concentrating everything within Accra. No, it won't help.
Concentrating everything in Accra, I agree with you, and I can agree with you fully that it will not help, because you look as if we're boxing almost every single person in Accra, giving all the names, and all these things in Accra. Yes, for tourism's sake, it will also expand, and I feel, for us to also get the real tourism effect, these things are supposed to be done and all that. But clearly, even if the airport in Ukraine am fan to painful be to say Sajna Jetemu ne Peter La Jetemu and all that, what are some of the areas you think government can look at tourism wise? Government can look at, historical wise within the Accra region, where we can then position these names for it to be still effective for historical sake, for tourism sake, for branding sake and all that? Where do you think some of these names we can still locate them, even if you found to a airport to Krana? Do you have in mind some proposed areas? How for say a bit to midday and paying for you or more to media cotton a Ghana memo and a bit to medium matuto?
Okay, so once again, the same me Ajonano who gave out the land for the airport was the same chief or king at the time who gave out the land for the University of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine? Yes. Can you imagine if he's named after the university is named after him? Okay. Look at the Ghana International Trade Fair Center, currently under reconstruction.
Yes.
We can consider something like that. UPSA, we can consider, these are educational institutions. Okay. So we are in this country and we have seen major highways named after prominent people, and some of these highways have been named after foreign leaders. For instance, Obasanjo Highway, George Walker Bush Highway, and stuff like that. These people come from their country. They have their own countries they belong to, and probably monuments can be named after them. So why do we rather import those names and put on our monuments instead of using the local names that are here? I once entered the University of Ghana, and I saw one of our prominent chiefs, a street, yes, a common street within the university has been named after him. Meanwhile, he wasn't just an ordinary chief. He served for so many years. I saw that to be more of an insult. Okay? When the whole university is there, and then you go and name the street after him. So there are lots more places we can consider. Like General Hospital has been demolished. Nobody cares. Up to now, nothing is being done. Recently, we heard the minister said they are making efforts, and we are actually preparing to meet the minister and have some discussions with him.
Okay.
So the General Hospital is good. It says a whole lot of places from Tema all the way up to Usu, part of Kamashi, cantonment area. It's not a small facility. We can name it after some of these people. And again, the military hospital, the police hospital, yes, it is a military hospital. We can still attach a prominent name to the military hospital. It doesn't change the effect that it is still a military hospital. So there are a lot. If we should sit down today, we'll be able to get a whole lot of places and monuments we can name after prominent leaders and individuals who have done extremely good work in the past. And that, like I said, will serve as some kind of motivation for the younger ones coming, so that when they are giving their all for the nation, they know that this nation will honor me. Like it is said, a nation that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. So we would want to do our work and exit this world knowing that we will get some due recognition, even if it is not as seen what they said to be. Our children and our children's children will come and realize that this is my grandfather they are talking about, and or that's the name of my grandfather on that hospital or on that school, which means my grandfather did something good, and that will motivate me to also do my best for the country.
Jeffrey, Medase, and clearly, what's a metido kind of see the Accra International Airport, you don't necessarily have a problem with it, but senke ye put on what day a year opinion bia or no so aye be a sefata no more than a bata Accra International Airport in Hoopa and can problem. That is what it is. But Accra International Airport in the diffata.
Yes. But please, before I leave, there's this I want to say. I don't know whether it's the appropriate thing, but La has lost its paramount chief priest, the Wulomo, La Wulomo of La, and we'll be burying him next week. So we are going to information into the media space, so that everybody would, for instance, sympathizers, and there are going to be some guidelines. So we are urging everybody to be on the lookout for those guidelines. It's just next week, Thursday and Friday. The guidelines will come into the media space. Okay.
Jeffrey, we are here for you to know. When you're ready, just let me have it. We'll probably speak to you again, or probably share the guidelines now. We are here for you to know. Your baby, All right. Yene Jeffrey Tete, our leading member of the Gadangbe Youth Association, and and Komono the Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport, and the issues that are hoping to see us resolve. Osahene Afenyo Maakye edi hun komo. Saso ena impemfo bebre na so edi hun komo. The reason that Mr. Mahama Yariga Edema is to say we are correcting history wrong, we need to correct it, and then we are going back to the original state. A friend one Afenyo Maakye so edeni de ebe to mesa bosa tape ni biom na wetie reasons or no so he is saying he will not propose any name, but he gave certain reasons na and also Director of Elections and the Jumano Sum and IT. The Jumano Super Ain't a Jumo Bayo Dr. Bahumia when it comes to 2028 election, ano dini pa Madi Jebru Jumano Sesia ano she akonenim menya sure so do better because Jumano starts now. And we know you bedin common afia share the call. But of course, I may catch them say and you bedin common be bring share the guidelines for elections when it comes to the new the National Democratic Congress. Almost party executives at all levels, almost election in no a common in the babedi will fear hanum. Now we saw we NDC ni our person ujna na face no opese udi akwotini ye when it comes to your friend is saying amambu and as a party no control ne ehye wo honom na you also need to be part and parcel the assessor we say ye ward say ye regional say ye national the opese ye nyina no betumi aye. One of the critical issues ebeye kese pa has to do with the issue of say say uye penyini ewa bemu uye MP uye executive secretary uye penyi bia wo mu bia na ya fa chief executive officer bia no so person was standing na udi akotini wo party adwuma ni mu dia there's a need for you to equally resign 6 months before ye beto ayesa abano na afi wo hu se weja aye aban adwuma na to ho na aban en concentrate. Too many people have said that thing na NDC for edebano enya dia ebeko yie. Within a week, me sure what I think yesterday or last 2 days, one of the newspapers, I think the Spider spoke about Sunyani NDC for say Sasem now Rafifi Kweche, who is the general secretary of the party, Edebe 2 Jano, and Yadi Ebeboa party no. And members of the NDC tell us why Mufo says 6 months ahead resign no and Yadia Ebeboa no Moma Yehu Adeko Mupenyini Etifi Hano Mobe answer all the questions that deem fit for us to deal with. So again, in pursuant to their own articles 14 to 40 of the NDC constitution, they are looking at too many things that they want to change the guidelines of the election of the NDC branch executives and all that. They be calling nemu ne ewie sorry ne anope wo fear harmna fe ya twaso. But my main call first off the airport issues, the change of the name, what exactly Ora Afenyo Maakye, the minority leader, Osahene Alex Afenyo Maakye, Yensan Tiebium. Then I will go back to him again on the things he raised, the issues he raised. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Hono, Yensan Tiebium, but first one, the airport and the reasons that he raised. Yentie, Nafi, Yenshe, Niemra Baxis, yeah.
that all these years we've had this Kotoka, General Kotoka's name on the airport, and suddenly it is being changed. What is it? After it's Kotoka International Airport, Accra. So Accra is still there. I'm not suggesting any other name. I'm saying that the name Kotoka International Airport, Accra is already there. Accra is already there. So you don't need to remove Kotoka's name from there. So if you come to Accra, or even in the country, how many prominent Voltarians have their names on national assets or national monuments? This is the only thing the people of Volta region can also at least see as something that recognizes heroism from the Volta region. And that one too, they are being denied. Well, Honorable Kwame Abuja is from Volta. Honorable Ukujeto Blakwa, he's from Volta and is sitting in cabinet. Honorable Fifi Kwete is the General Secretary of NDC from Volta region. Honorable Ahiafo, he is the first Deputy Speaker in this government from Volta region. Honorable Kwame Eche, the Fiamepo, Majority Chief with from Volta region. And they are all sitting down, watching the government to take away a Voltarian's name, which has been given to our airport, and successive governments never made any attempt to change it. And in this time and age, they are from Volta, and they are in the government, and they are watching Volta to lose its pride. It's up to them.
It's up to them, and no or signing Afenyo Maakye and Odessa same way to the minority leader, the mighty minority. They call themselves led an leader no or signing Alex Afenyo Maakye and Oten when it comes to the airport matters. And then my main phone call quick what he said. Omukosra Dr. Mahmoud Baumiano sono nafi yemra back na minute man Jibril Indi Nkomo, who is the acting national director of elections and IT when it comes to the NDC. All right, minya video na manafi mabo sisia na maye no, but quickly me boy no baransa na no audience nkomo na se na fi media no so beba, so that all of us will listen to exactly what Afenyo Maakye said when he went to visit the winner omo election no yebedi ho enkomo ye. But my main kancho say diagnostic herbal industry for say 1374 edrosron ko a omo ede aba ebetumi aboa nipaduane ye pa eno ntino wo issues when it comes to high blood pressure, high blood sugar, chronic wounds, hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections, liver infections, ulcer, prostate enlargement, bad breath, ulcers, menstrual pain, chronic cough, asthma, chest pain, arthritis, swollen faces, and a face so when na pa dia na diagnostic herbal industry for omo edrosron komo dia ba ne guy name ne the T74 1374 and a wuhia I betumi abo ye pa and into the end in term na ko pebi to e wo pharmacy bia and a face so herbal shop bia no won sa ebeka 1374 T74 also on sabeka bi I betumi abo ye pa so wo pebi and na face so ne pemfo di nkomo pa dia from e was 0246 073498 0246 073498 and our face 050 162 8931 050 162 8931 now ne empaying for ND and common Beport time can choose omo fixed deposit no mukusu ankasa and into no wa here fixed deposit ayeno but one of the credible institutions financial institutions are obetumi no modi sankomoyi na wotumi enya kukudro eno makwakoye wusika enyira na mo wusika no be wo mo maximum returns no na Bayport Financial Services for more fixed deposit no omo again almost more 3 months so me miensan de wo ho and I feel so omo wo 6 months de wo ho na feel so more 1 year de wo ho with attractive returns percentages no aso ye pa and into no cra 5,000 Ghana cedis here ne de ko nenim say 6,000 7,000 ekwa kosi 100 200,000 300,000 pacho Fabra for amazing offer if you Bayport one na omo fixed deposit no omo no wo end this hunsa adwuma no emma me trust me me say omo returns na wo so mfa so no mo de beto so ma no ano de ne ye pa anything anytime nako na no mo enkodi nkomo frɛ eye owura Bonnie oye manager ma Bayport oni omo ending nkomo frɛ owura Bonnie was 0245 153-283 0245-153-283 and after 026-300-7922 026-300-7922 now we need for Indi and Komo and Faho na yenhwe de ko baransa na meba ma de hobby no quick one and then again I'll play Osahini again my main call town yenko krom na me ma live feed from a krom sisia Derek Beffy ewo kroma ye de the ekoso ewo but the name change when it comes to Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport no the Ghana for so ka afa ho no yenko na afi ye ne Derek ni komo Derek otemenka ahefa na wo sisia and currently the na ekoso wo menim say afi na nopa amanfo kwa adwuma bi so abomo ndwuma so and all that but one of the most topical issues I hu komo has to do with the name change from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. Among for saying, I will a chrome this year.
General Medas, what's in Bra, International Airport. Yeah, this is Sadino, Accra International Airport. And no, and I'm so Amayati, your Mumon Kinswa, and you could Sagana for Sergeant, say, Guinea versus Sam, Ebebua, and answer Emma. You know, that's circle, I say, any month will be between Papa. I brought the best of Pisano. I might have other President when you have rule International Airport Ghana International Airport because Ghana it's your best say side unique because said you know there so we would do what say somebody no krana I say Bukrano really night because no be all my phone there I didn't say anything to airport way because airport way airport the whole Ghana has I don't need to power airport Ghana has it they this out Nepal what you deal with can you here into way there
abada mayewura mahama say what na ya kokudro say opese den on say dina da so ye nyina ye fo no so Ghana fo nyina ye fo no so madam ase ye guso a ene onbanfo bi no mu kasa bon komo ahwe se on so yadwo mu agenkyere mame ba ko a minim se betim na bon komo kra mame te say aban say opese nko sesa also nkasa mame mfa ye nua ba man aban say abese Kotoka International Airport na aye no Accra International Airport ojene sen
me the margin say I say a case of man or Hadina and Noma. Kotoka International ada or Swatche. Because Kotokan's way a hillu. Naman for your argument to be said where you cool and to Yama say, Yadini de to be a cool there. Nagana over Bagana over Kama or be a cool person. But I'm not nominatory because where you be a before a fancy with already no be a. Didn't talk. I give you so a caco to come out. Didn't me feel say, young fire on one didn't to who he has a better son. Because a waste of time and near my day. And the argument is about my animal. To Susan Yamon, you mean take Kotoka International Airport now. Near the San Accra International Airport to be a margin.
Okay. On also the no or say on the Beya, Idino, Emayense Sano, Yanyano, a Kotokana, Esanse, Kotokanso, Ebeye, Emma or Mino. Eti rich egusu ha ehwe ne amanfo binum ye be se egusa binum so betim ne akasa mame anopa be nwachi o mame mpacho ye nhwe ozo nkasa minu aba be nwachi yes say the Kotoka International Airport aban pese so osesa din no eye no Accra International Airport ogine say yansesa no
mpacho yansesa
ada tin yansesa
oh ene de me de mini ma say pese yansesa no na ho ye fine eno ano no
edin no yansesa no ho ono nso ede no no also on there odase yasesa edin no na aye fine abrante ba ko amame no nso mo nkomo kakra abrante me mo ache anopei. Hello,
how are you?
How are you doing?
At the glass.
How are you doing?
At the glass.
Why you don't speak English?
I don't speak English.
Okay, government want to change the name of Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. What's your take on that?
Yeah, before now, I'm not going to talk that matter.
Okay, one day just one Ghana new current was one day and fan hokra. Eti Brakwajo amanfo bi adwenkyere anomo so akyere no ebinum se o se asesa ebinum so se enu kwase asesa kra eti ya ba ya bontin so na eti ogu montin so seko no se na amanfo bi enso adwenkyere ete
the issue of the name change, you know. You better sound baby na you know Edison command, but me ba na me ne man did you roll a din come. But rich, Mr. Wa Mamesa, assign him a tape when they went to visit a minority, you know, quick one afi, because I need certain questions and answers from a man did you roll on that one. But clearly, Messa back on that man didn't patch you be able to there. BBI fine. Okay, yeah, that's it. Anybody come up because I have in front of me a year more reorganization, I should say, when it comes to elections, you know, and I feel so a year dear call any dear being. I know better in mama a year party for no more atias here. Maybe I have some few 3 questions or 2 questions beyond that. Now, I share debate me, but clearly one of the topical issues the Akutini year has to do with the name change of the airport. With the minority leader, with the majority leader, the brain behind why the change. With the Jeffrey, who is equally a leading member of the Gadangbe Youth Association and all that. Your take on, I mean, some of these issues that have been raised so far.
Could you, I mean, chair viewers in the for I mean, chair your party for this time around. We are starting reorganization. And the books here, Cofield, so branch for you, Juma region for you. 20 minutes on beyond Juma Power be a boa party, Juma. Could you renaming or reversing the name of Kotoka back to its original name? I think say Nanka any issue and I discuss a party because any a dinner anchor any other. It didn't say that didn't all. And Obine see airport, no. And able two will be free abang. Then, no pay mu and they decide him mass a Kotoka, and from a Kotoka. What do I say? And yes, a Kotoka and any airport or Ghana and over airport no. Airport no. Meboa. Airport no Obine see or mine and they see airport no. and there will be 2 aban bi ope din say na now do type no and what did din to the say Empire Kotoka International Airport onanka say na airport no samrade incident the best say ono ni ho on this nyo no see what you say nyo no see and then to face the idea so say aban say dinner come back to the issues you could have been a discussion that we should do a simple issue say e din nankasa na ho no and e di ko. In fact, wake up history of the child was say, Sana Kotoka International Airport, and see the time Kotoka time. You understand? Sana insist that an airport and son will be by what did you go to also? I think that for sake of history, I think it's the best for us to go back to the original name of Kotoka. So, as I say, you do Kotoka Accra, and you are still raising that issue that here cannot. If you motivating for say unya kunya na obey mu just put names on the things that you didn't even put do. Because Kojo we are sitting now no say be to be din a enye nipa na otis na etu no din. The monument be edi etu ne din on my one. Enya man na efo say why we no yemfa edin we yemfa edin into we so. But what did you say to so what did you ebema amanfo ahye nkuran ayade. And that's why your mind back say our mind na a taxpayer and a kwanye free circle equal a friend say of uncle. But essence will be ebeye bibi nti yemfa ne din beto so nti na wo Kufo street high street circle equal of uncle. Some say friend Kufo high street.
Yes
obi aba wo say ayade na ya single lane ekwani na oba en double lane besia eye fe say ye mfa ne di nto so eno no say no and no so ne di nto so at ase. So when you have such things it encourages people to do things. Inti Kotoka yedi ko Accra International Airport say the original name say na original name Accra International Airport Ghana Airport and obi be 2 obi su akonya so. And I say, Debut, me person in your show and Tian for me better way so. And I say, you and person amount for who's to continue doing that. I think that is the best time. In fact, debate we up at the right time.
Okay.
What say it's February and Kotoka suit etu.
Oh, okay.
In the same month February.
Okay.
And Kotoka too. Nkrumah free so.
Okay.
Oh, it's a very good argument. I hear both sides. In fact, therefore, your Maakye, no, your friend, no, a idea what try to incite some people against there's a voters against the NDC, which I think is unfortunate. I think that is totally unfortunate. I don't want to go down that line. They say you need to be doing such things. If so, say Sana walk and therefore your Maakye is not doing any good for people of the Central Region. If Alpha is not doing anything for people of the Central Region, only in his own region now, because of the voter region, no. So do we mean say Obia region Bia, Yamia monument, for region Bia, Nipembe to Accra? So every region, Yam monument, Yam for region Bia, tribe Bia, and Nipabi and monument to Accra. Is that what Alpha Human trying to do? Tribal thing on Obey. It's unfortunate. I think that it is below the debate, even more man of that mileage. I think that is very bad. They identify people say, wo mutiha ena moyewe, mutiha na moyewe. But the same people, the same friends, Kojo Dankwah, who were not interested in friends saying, "Omuna yejuma against Nkrumah to overthrow Nkrumah." So will the mass people now force why are they at Yamu? Say Nkrumah say we Nzimani. So Nzimani for what say try be abe year and crop for entire with them. That what African Maakye want us to go. So now then Nzimani people say okay, say Sadia yes so any pa no amuma obi na muntia compensation to that one. Because I think nobody should even entertain African Maakye in the issues that here. Here to Accra International Airport. You see, first original name.
Yes,
it
Accra,
also
Accra
now
Airport, yeah.
give Accra that mileage. It give us that mileage. It's simple to say you are coming to the capital of Ghana. It's simple. Yes, it didn't know why I need any, but reason for it. I think that it's not something we should even debate on it. And be as a Accra neighbor to international airport, you know, we move. And it's the original name. And you are fair a 2D no. You are fair a 2D. I heard that for MP for MPP. Or say school fees into your friends allowances, and you are going to change friends emphasis can enquire. Then you ask yourself, say, enti wo MP na do etisa other institution di no. Na ye tweka na first can na wiana. UDS Lawrence na CEO. But I'm finding it into so. Even washes more being finding it into so. When MPP came, they used somebody who didn't contribute to John Lawrence to put his name on the UDS. At that time, not a 4 MP. No one name say it's a dear hard doing. Not that time near 2 OBSKV. Kojo. That's the problem. Ghana problem. No problem in Ghana. I still don't have a friend say. Only jump.
Oh, Hini Chan, go.
And it's on bed.
Yeah.
Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
In fact, people raise issue about it. At that time, Nagebeka, so he is not a Accra person. Okay? So, where were they when those things were happening? Okay? Where were they? So they should allow system to work. And yeah, a dear any order. A dear or elho. Obi Edini Dimetoso. Idi Amin life in Nibi. And I say, an original name. Now, in I say, this is what we are doing.
Maybe the issue has to do with Unya society too many things like letterheads, like other things that might be within the space, you know, will have to then go through the same system. Sikase na to say the way back cancel ni na. Yeah, some system.
Last year ticket. Are we going to take all the Kotoka ticket na waji or Kotoka na say sir? So what's the argument? It is from now. Yeah, Kojo to more. It's say you know, and now see to local printer when Accra International Airport.
Yeah.
So you can go back. Say Kojo had a ticket last year and you got a ticket in Enyano.
Enyan Accra. And which one?
Oh. So I think that maybe I agree. People would think, those are things people normally raise. Say, you're going to change all these things.
Too many things. No.
In fact, you are there different transaction in every institution. Yes, sir. And then everything that Kotoka is printed on should be changed. What you say? So it will have a timer. Oh yeah, dear. Now it will all go. Say I say sika. Titino I say sika Ghana sika. Like I say the old Jadani non famra. But now we keep changing our currency. Which is sika no. So signatures, you know. As we are going, but you don't identify. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think the Code is saying, let us give people understanding, educate people on it. Say if it is a David receipt in Yamano there. Young Koji last time we used to take a receipt and say, we are moving on that one. I believe that reversing back. In fact, the word should be reversing back to the name.
I think so. Yeah.
Say changing. I'm not for say not Accra International Airport. No any water. It's originally Accra International Airport. And now we be a you. And also the view what we see a crap on me. Because I'm for say my baby on my mo. And for me into so. And it is to candidates. That time we should be to because I am penny. And I and I say, oh, my name now. I do in originality in
Yanko back.
Yanko and I'm a mom and shaman from cry say.
The party reorganization and then we issue more guidelines for elections. You know, I think you said saying pursuant to your Article 14 to 14 to 40 of the NDC constitution, is allowing you guys to really do certain reorganizations in the system and all that. Boy and Komo, what has necessitated this particular reorganization?
Could you?
Yes, sir.
To take our people, Ghanaians, through our process. The party in Shishe and it's a feel 9 piano executive, as executives. And I say, your 2 mama executive, a very more feel 9. After more 4th year, the last 4th year, you don't leave gap. So, we in for another 1 year, send out to Abba. Then you appoint another, you elect another executives to take the affair of the party to the next level. Until a 2 Obama executive here, the mandate 4 years. 4 years. It says no man year 4 years for president. Until Saka 1 year na president now, then we start campaigning for the next election. So that by 7th of January, we're free so no. Then the next president, so we don't have that gap. And that is what we call reorganization of the party. Into constitutionally, constitution a party, because there were 4 levels of the party. There were branch executives, constituency executive, regional executive, and national executive. These 4 party no structure. The reorganization starts from branch, then go to constituency, region, and national. Now, party before we could be was share at neck. Even though constitution a share date but neck share because Congress share your Congress, your party is in terms of decision making your Congress.
Okay.
I only share for 4 years.
Congress.
Okay. I'm not sure you may say 4 years here, the Mray Juma, then a year. Then a bit you as a so more. A pepper year quitting because time and if a season as a senior Congress and a quest are in a manner. But Congress also, after Congress, your dear friend Neck, a year representative from the region, Parliament, and then the national office. So, what Bemua? It means that the presidency, that's the president at the Mobi.
At an neck in okay.
Or neck. Now, neck, the main executive from the region, that is a chairman, secretary, organizer, youth, women. And there was un caucus, account 6. Then all the members of national executive, they were elected NEC members, 5 or mono 5. They are NEC members. Then you were representing from the party, majority or minority at any given time, depending on BBA parliament. The speaker, once he's a party member, he joins the NEC. Then the president, so these are the council of elders. We constitution to me say between the 4 years, almost to me, because they always meet quarterly. I take a report, a report about their branch for a year, party na year, every 4 months be a neck year. Na say pass say ye pem rebi ade ayade. As I say Congress neck constitutional man neck to me be say omo man she bi ade aran ade bi aye pese ye. So that now your amendment of constitution, I say, Bibia, they will now present the report. Say, Abua, I have a to money at a constitution, at a constitution.
Okay.
And once I hear that a friend say, yeah, we 4 years. I was a neck in Shia. The neck is shy. Emma to me, Emma fake to me because I'm fake to me say.
Okay.
And let's say boo. It will say your guidelines in but time in this season a bepound. Then a bet me a party now, yes, some year enough from the grassroots to the top to make the party better going forward. Because 4 years now, you used to know, send now boy, how do we think say bet me boy you? At the end of it, neck edgy to mo. Say your guidelines na woman no. Emphasize clause we say the best contest elections should resign his position 6 months. So you ukta aban ejuma. That is the neck edgy to neck you say make as a regional executive regional yeah. A general secretary, a general secretary enter a back in kind that so that now we can start using it. Because you no, the general secretary I'm a press conference. Catch and the echo G2 more and you start you see. So the last time a general secretary be a press conference, and yet or no, and I continue baby now church or the watch a idea neck ka say beka kire NDC for Ghana for the idea to mo de be adwuma and na wo de betu dwa enti a neck decision and na ye di guidelines no to dwa for our reorganization.
So it means that a general secretary say or no de betu because it's more or less like I say Obia seems to be dealing with the general secretary to say that general secretary the other by they said that be a fata I don't know kasasa I don't know yes so that is the explanation, that's the brain behind
neck.
I mean neck takes these decisions.
Neck decisions
okay
over 110 and you neck AG2 mo. In fact Kojo interesting one say the same guideline way especially to resign a proposal came say time now when we elections when we are appointing executives into positions about say now constituency region national now executives are appointed on party any active brain into say I don't think now omo appointment omo resign omo executive position nanka young appointing amount for share bibi omo no fan say obi already regional secretary amano minister nanka one resign the party secretary position no na young appointing obi embeye secretary issue we e connect no neck ebubuye the reason is say constitution no any guideline na e ma omo be executive no and kasi ye ma appointment omo resign it.
Oh, okay. Or to even say or the IMP active.
And this is here no. How do you even appoint somebody? Yes, I'm to until to a mama 4 years. Until your money really 4 years, no. Now say you call the next election, ne age shall be na 2 more. Issue any day juma. In the same neck, no, I make I say so. First one you go in around June thereabouts. Until we buy here no. Say United say as it stands, they say why the executive in the next elections? Nobody knows.
Yes.
Nobody knows. Until they say a person is party no. Say na person enkono. So it's the choice of an individual. Say member because you am say they say crap on see. Almost see we there. Yeah, we be call it there. Omo opposition baby e be affect no. Omo resign because if you never boa party na konkan. Into general secretary and chairman general secretary continue baby omo church idea mo pe idea region for national for agi say party the party ne pe be party ne any idea to.
Okay, so if I get you right, what it means is that the existing executives on one party in national level, for instance, communication officer, your boy near him say Yenya Bema Sami, your boy in operations and near call Yenya Bema war a year jubilee house here or the sample Bundy, right? Good, and all that. They are still the party executives.
Yes, in fact, let me make it more simple. My appointment as acting director came because my boss passed.
It's true.
Because Nanga is still a deputy
defense minister
and also director of elections. But all other officers now, because their term answer no, they are still as commission officer. Sami Jemfi is still our communication officer.
So then, what further future purposes for you to do the reorganization? Would it help so that in case it says Mosamba Bemu Bioma Namo Bemu next time around we a party executive getting a government position, we need to then replace you then
simple. It's what I say. Once I do Kojo Preko.
Yes.
Which means Kwame Benya Kwame Service Party. The moment I buy no appoint
on the
doesn't stop the president not to appoint officers.
Sure.
Because skill in India or appoint to a pair when him say jai party position so that the party also be active running. That's all about it.
Okay. So that you can concentrate on Ejuma.
Also concentrate.
Okay.
And I party Ejuma to me winning elections.
But what the further future? I'm like, okay, I still feel me person me sign be operations and my party in as much as a buying no appointing me say be a main chief executive director Emma and DC Emma this district, but before some person me sign a be your friend is a party Ejuma. That is where the 6 months resignation comes in.
That is when we are going to do another elections.
Okay.
So say no. When say 2028, God willing, we are winning elections. We winning elections. More executives, yeah, appoint to be say DC and as a minister. No party never appoint to be.
Yes.
It means so after 1 year of person be a party Juma be train because you need elections. And to say
within that time,
a very organization be on some number contest elections.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
But the can say appoint to be your election we now president appointed chairman and secretary of the district constituency and regional executive be as a government appointment. They know I appointed or no. Party no be more will be
as acting kind of.
Yes, as acting.
Okay.
Okay. No, I not party no.
Okay, I get you. So you don't lose the party effect.
Yes.
Because as it stands now, but the party might be suffering as we speak.
At least that's one day. Because especially the concentration government perform that responsibility. It gives you some challenge.
That imbalance is there, yes.
To
like I said, BB, SCCC, here on Nanka, Okasama party.
The party don't but it also doesn't mean say executive, they are not working for the party.
Okay.
Ejuma woye abayano a party no ejuma. But say party ni policy say women elections. And say because I see me resign it, I mean to be resigning let me say me resign which mean your party ejuma be. Why name us opportunity? Party is both government and the party. What did I say? It's both government and the party. And I also hear some arguments say any day, which means in the future, any president will not appoint from the executive. No.
They will continue to appoint as and when they deem fit.
No, they will appoint. Okay. After the appointment, they will appoint. No, they will appoint.
Okay.
They will appoint. Any president will appoint people because they are capable persons that can handle. They understand the party officers, understand the grounds, they can work. But as soon as they appoint somebody, we'll bring another person to be there. So
what does it mean to political parties if they should learn from the Momo year? What makes a whole then political party to do?
You see, currently, you learn or not to learn two options. We are now practicing. We are going to practice it. Say how effective it is. Is the issue?
Yes. So it's a bold decision you guys have taken.
Yes, we are taking a bold decision. What's the end result? As at now, there won't be but the only thing you can say is to make the party active. But end result in another issue.
Okay.
You see, so it is then that we can say that we why. In any case, Kojo, we have been in power and been in opposition. In 2008, when we won elections, they appointed ministers from the party. Hamna Idris Mo, Ufusan Pofo, Baba Jamal Mo, were appointed. Fifi Kwete Mo, they were all appointed.
Yes.
But as he said in Murani, they didn't resign their position.
Yes.
What he has said. So by that time, we became only skeletal officers. They were party officers. But they managed to go to 2012 elections. But here, 2012 elections, none of these people, not Ghana and Kwabo, never resigned, never contested the elections.
Okay.
Never, none of
they
them.
They didn't come back
to
contest.
None of them.
A party.
No.
They didn't.
It was a new executive. Plus those who are winning election.
Even though they did not resign.
They didn't resign. But when we are going for next election, if there's no guideline, they didn't come back to come and contest. It was when we lost. Yes, when we were going for the 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Those of them they lost their position.
Mm-hmm.
After 2012, they came back to party again to contest for party position. You understand? 20, you can say, opposition, they win election for 2018. When they were appointed, yeah, 2010 elections, they didn't contest the elections. None of them. But those of them opposition, they will not retain the position for the 2014 again from after 2012 for now. Some of them came to contest party position. For instance, Honorable Ofosampo was a national organizer and they appointed as a minister. At that 4 years or so, he didn't come back to contest any party position. Then later he came to contest the vice chairman of the party because at that time he was not in government.
Okay.
What did I say?
Okay.
So this one is just to say, even though Omomba by Shishano to not more be entra MBA, seeing what is going on. They say, who call officer DC, where chairman, where control chairman, where DC, in Mura for party. At times, someone from Montale, there's a meeting office, because so what I say. So, but yeah, involved, we really know the issues. In fact, the challenge, 6 months, say, I didn't tell me 6 months. I didn't tell him, no. So, we're going to win and I resign. It also has its disadvantage.
Okay, Chair.
Kojo, who are no better now, especially Kojo. Kojo, so, only DC now for contested party position.
Yes.
No one resign.
Yeah.
But say, and I'm being a man of Juma, so I can Juma. And I want
or co-election.
It will affect us in the main elections.
Okay.
Because they will use that one and say, when they gave the opportunity, they use it for their party activities. And when it affects us in the future, those who are talking today, and I say, say affected future, it can cost us to lose elections. Do we want to lose elections to please ourselves to be here? Or make it well to win elections? Or sacrifice this? Or no, or say, ignore it and do what we want to enjoy and lose the main elections.
Because the enjoyment is where the key is, where somebody will say, I mean, members are saying from ward, from down ho grassroots to United, say, Nipano, Nanka, or party executive Nkuano, Yeba Nanka, Yakakrebe Podredi, Nanka, and Shadam Massa, Sisia no Nyamiadom, Yamani position, or their Kahon, and Sisia Nama, why effective, you say, you're quite, just as you saying, you're quite, and can open no can say, Madubedu office near sunlight, and call it DC.
Since about 3 days, maybe a program here, team did not want to hear. But let me say this thing.
So, members say,
it is that my NMOs are opportunity. Because you never for the office, people were not coming to us as much to.
Yes.
And yet, both now getting a amount for a because what the party now, say, you know what you need to do the party to work. Into one I want party away, and nobody, none of the people will say because man resigning, and I say I resign, man resign and contest elections. I would not do party work. And what can people away? Oh, me the say. Yeah, Kasa. Thinking say Nanke Mamu say for the good of the party.
Because political scientists for Kasa is a good move, is a good decision you guys have taken on by say on to me ama a party to make generate the test of time. So others can also get into the space by learning how to take that thing. It's because you are the first mover. To do this, and we are hoping say ebefa I'm fadia say and you be as well that point and never resigning. And you'll be once we say appointment, now be for say in fact
I know colleagues who are calling from the constituency. Now, Mr. Juma, me we resigning. We will come out with the list of affected positions for clarity. So that will be able to line more.
So clearly, Yema NDC supporters and then grassroots for no mumudi akotino party ni muno. And so it is not the general secretary's will and or debate na ho cancer.
No.
Okay.
That's press conference. It's only the general secretary who can do that.
Okay.
In terms your constitution now party for AG2 mono. General Secretary Nkwana betimi as a press conference no.
Bien who betimi. Okay.
Next decision, General Secretary Enna.
So be my na yesterday.
Ada your statement also, General Secretary.
Okay.
Yes, or no communicating next decisions and my party for.
Okay. Manny, I have watched and studied more reorganization, the filing fees, when you are picking ward and picking the regional research for Maakye. I've gone through, scanned through, I have seen what you're looking for, the standards you're looking for when it comes to research, say the kind of minimum education, qualification and all that. My member, the quality of the qualification of education. I quite remember when the research were going on when it comes to election. Oshe, Omomaka, Meka, info analytics and all that. Now they were positioning the major parties in the educational level of delegates as to SHS. They were not moving above the SHS. I have seen yours too here, where you're looking for the minimum as in SHS graduate for research and all that. Before the filing fees, I want to know what the filing fees were previously and now whether Matum Anasa is the same. For instance, if I look at the regional, you're looking at chairman paying almost about 50,000 Ghana cedis. You're looking at vice chairman paying 30,000 Ghana cedis. Of course, the women will pay half of these monies and all. Then you come to national. National has been giving 100,000 Ghana cedis for whoever wants to stand and buy forms and all that. Remember no church sign me, but my name ayo Batampa Process Center for Indian Komoyemra. Na fi yembe church sign me umi na fi yemra. Batampa Process Center for any eba bedin komo afa prostate ho. Yababaka me ma di Jibril Ebeto so the acting national director of elections and IT na for my sa nchechimu whether sikano any for monka o sikana so monka abranti bi se na fi hu de be Kojo so for say bia enunti na yen sa nti okoda be 10-5 minutes no aso na Kojo so say ekua na minum nsuo enye nsuo no na e den aboye nkomo
betu aba say post na yen sa
okay
you we there me chetiefo a ani ahwefo a samre o magye mre etie Kessben ani Kessben TV they say the any no bia me ba masa makope prostitute asam na me ba ka anu ne yade a ya me adom oba de ache me hu adura enemre me de sa yade no na dudu na so eba eja ya so makache na prostitute yaka prostitute a ehunama kwa bi a ebata ejunso no ho na anumu na judu banya ade ejunso ni free ebembam ejunso free ejunso twamu eba ebembam na nam yankopon bo saa ne hunama kwa na emama pe na juma titu aye ni se bema ni oba hia nsu na ekọ oba no ho no eduru ba bi a prostitute no no a na me aye ni se odi nsu fofo bi nsu bi aboa no se de be ye bitpia nante spend bitpia nante akọ oba no ho ntem na aya ahonam akwa bi a woni padua mu a anu anu ho a anu ankasa ehunu a anu na bofo frɛ no enlarged prostate ana benign prostatic hyperplasia na ehunu a edisusu pi na ba edikan eni se ehunu a ebema waju so pi anajo nya start se ehunu pe a buni ba kase aye enlarge no emo waju so pi anajo uguso a ujunso ne saa no behwe bedu ba bi no na junso no kan no ama hwan ya ha na ujunso agu hu eno akro no a ma junso no kan no ama hwan ya ha ujunso agu hu no bedu ba bi no junso no kan wa obechim ansa na ujunso ewomua bedu ba bi no junso no kan wa ujunso a behwe na bi ebi akem nti ujunso wi enche na junso bi asa de obi na asa ko junso eno aso ma o mama sam akofom bema osisi ayo ya emo tumi adwunso boja emo adwunso a wonim se adwunso de bitu adwunso a wonti se adwunso do na adwunso agu hu nti edidim sa bedu ba bi no afede adwunso amba biem na se de ye show rubber na eno na edi shower bema o mama sam na ato api because wontumi no ba oyiri nhia betumi a show sa ko ise obewu anaso se betumi e show se bra rubber ni show ho no awo unim se eno na ebo amaju so no na president sa ise chira kesisa se eye nti guso ay kesene sa no na emse nipa akwa na bibia ho no a eye kuro nti guso ay kesisa na bedu na fe na aye kuro eno na efe no cancer no na sa cancer state no na di nipa ko se de no na yade we yade a abofu ni hwaduro ene hwaduro so na papa abofu ni hwaduro aduro a wo hospital be ma wo ko na se ko ye test wo ne hu se wo large hospital bi be ma wo edi tamsulosin hydrochloride and na se finasteride edi se aduro ma wa aduro ni manage ojunso no relax the muscles me fan se enam no ewo ojunso twa no mu another the muscles na wo juso twari mu ni opposite no mu se de be ya obetumi adwunso yi nti wanhwe yobajunso bia wo se do no asa wo yade na nsa wo yade abra wo no se do ni manage ojunso no na positive se chi se ekasi as eye nti no didi mu saa no last minute enfam se na wo no wo se do no ebetumi asho rubber nsunsanso bia se to bia beto na yade wei na yame adum ama mu haduro adum ama mu haduro odman kuma ama mu haduro a me de hwa yar force amre enti se me kan wasem sem wo positive dura na nya go na midi eduro na me wo no ehwenke positive na ekeso na akofa nsusanso bebrebe na aba no adwudwo no boni maka se ehwenke no se de be ya ebesi ndadam na ama ho atowo enti no se me kan wasem a na me kan na bisu se yamia me ho aduro a esa yade no enu te de bia me ka se so bi so positive do chemia obo ami nja kanda because me angasa metie de bia me kan say manya sa na mo sa condition and na metie me numaduro bia I'm okay because ever since me ko sa condition mu anya me ya madumi si de do share me sa me de hwe me ho to me a after me start say me de hwe amanfo no me ko ba bia me junso e normal me bia e normal sa anso na won ya aba makachi e ma hwe o ma mo to mo no o me bia e normal se uba na se mo aduro num ukoso num aduro ma o ehyin normalize a eno anu no why healed nti le bia me ka se enye positive aduro ni dia e manage junso nti won ya de bia mo gi o mo mina se o mo positive aduro nti na ya junso aduro na mo o aduro e manage junso no but enye aduro shinke prostate because me hwe ni pa aba makachi bebreba omu ni me ba me omu ni me di nkomo obi ho chinchia ko bebi virtual bebi biela ye supposed to dey onimbia akoho ansiaga but you know baba me ho no mama na duro obanu na fe na no ato no na fe no odamase nti me ka se mo positive duro na nya agro bi na medi nti se wotimi nka emfa won bebi a waku chinchin emfa won ni ayasa waje wo antowo man dwini se dia make me di agro me di agro mani bi sempa na make no nti wotimi nka manye enitifo dwini se bia sebe manum na keka me na me keka de me keka no ani bi sam na me keka no wotpo machiri kwa na oba mamu adu ho beto man fa woni bebi achinchin akodu oba ho beto medical mam fa me no man tuju first me no man 0553
okay
800 678 0553 800 678 me wo yenya no mo kaswa yenya no contemporary so ufi kaswa ko yenya no ye obabi di fifi plat last stop ho na me clinic ne wo ba your machines so hard, you better test to confirm so prostate. Ya ana pempia me ka say me am who your prostate pa. Na me niaje because me say wo beto. We ni house so waba makache. Te bia anti utimi kan. Wo temi a famino no. Na pa mechi akwan. Uduru kaso a wo se wo pefifi down taxi e wo menya no station ho. Wo ko ho a ka say wo besi wo fa fifi down taxi na ka che da ba so besi obatampa. Usi obatampa obedan te bese minti mensampe wo du makache. Eye adwuma firi dwada ekosi fiada. Amanfo ba ho de bibia ye hwe omo ebo omo akwanesam ebi firi echiechire ba na mrei menya agent ewo mmepia ense wonye team de bia no munim ntimi de omo no mesbetu dwa na wo ben ho na obi a ya test to confirm so prostate ya woni how you good to go frɛ hɔ na kokope do ni bito na ota ho beto adase de bebre me se meka bebre ha studio ha kra no bebe yi na yase a kyerɛ ha na me na ma na duro ama ne catheter ɛhyɛ na yase oyiye ya show rubber sese den bra wo ba mo do na be shinki pocket no ama catheter na den o mo yi ama wa free me normal me sense me normal so 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 Mukumasi no money 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 Sunyani 0539 122 799 Sunyani 0539 122 799 Tamale Borga 0242 I'm sorry 0242 let him look up me show me phone so fast
and there here no Borga there no and here 0242 34 8790
yes 0242 34 8790
good
Borga 0242 34 8790 Obuase 0241 93 0625 Obuase 0243 0242 0241 Obuase 0241 993 0625
okay
Bibiani 0242 68 6938 Bibiani 0242 68
no Bibiani 0243 68 6938
0243
68 69 38 yes
0243 68 69
38 yes
Oti region 0249 20
5868 yes
Oti 0240
Oti 0249 20 5868 yes
Takwa 0244 92 94 01
good
Takwa 0244 92 94 01 Western region
Hey, to Mami, we now remember my so happy birthday to you, Madam Faustina Kweku, CEO of Tines Palace in Community 22. Happy birthday to you. This one is from 7. Madam Faustina, happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Alhaji, CEO of Nas Kitchen at Dabraka and Bemakam. Happy birthday to you, Alhaji. Happy birthday to you, Madam Faustina. This one is coming from 7. Faustina Community 22. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Alhaji, CEO of Nas Kitchen, Adabraka, and Bemakam. Happy birthday to you, Alhaji. And then a happy birthday to you, Janice and Janita. Osei Owusu, this one is from your father, Benedict Osei Kofi. Happy birthday to you, little ones. Janice and Janita, Osei Owusu and Sam. Happy birthday to you, Efimu Papa Ho. Benedict Osei Kofi. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Kwabna Apia Kubi, CEO of Apia Sam Cleaning Services, Kumasi. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Emma Amankwa Efrifa. Says happy birthday to you, Emma. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mr. Michael Asante, over here Germany. If you're Tilly Hall. Happy birthday to you. Men kona fi men kofa ASK Sky Mona fi member back this year.
Promotion. I feel better the adeva. Now feel better from who the road the mount. Make count for Circle Sky Mall at the amount. Say a foreign and non local food. Organic near my pub baby. Yes, Circle Sky Mall. Circle Sky Mall. I was some Debbie Mount. Every Saturday, 19th January, 17th February. Circle Sky Mall. Yeah, promotion. Products beer one. Yeah, to the water swap from craft. If it provisions a bush of cosmetics, any toiletries a bush of and to the other side of the Circle Sky Mall. No, I bet you would be Pepia. Loduko, never me fear de. Circle Sky Mall, and we are seeing your Circle Sky Mall, you will come and Kruma Circle. I'll see that Twin Towers down Wemu. First floor, Bora Abribia. Press 0240 212 510 and answer 0242 346675. Circle Sky Mall, you fear de.
46 minutes into a year 9 a.m. Minima di Jabro na wahana me yedi nko. Na me bisa the issue of a year sikasem no me hu 50,000, me hu 30,000 for vice chair and all that. Last 4 years na and sisi about 50 and the same. Okay. And the same so I mean and also.
Kojo usually we don't use last year or this year.
Okay.
For manage
filing fees. You know.
It is all depend on the season and on the demand.
Okay.
And on the way you want to approach the elections.
Okay.
And see, because usually those are the things I would run elections. You know? Filing fee, the commitment fee, dues, and I run process.
Okay, processing. Okay.
And that's what you normally run the process with. Party no it's like it's getting. It's expanded.
Okay.
They say a polling station here across, which is branches, you know, a 41,000.
Wow.
Yes. Branch.
That's huge.
That's huge, yes.
41,000.
That's why the MPP made it smart to reduce 1 year elections. So they rely on the 36,000. Yeah, I would rely on 36,000 to do their book. But to me that they went to elections with some branches, police didn't participate in who would lead them in the party. That's what they saying.
Okay.
So it is a huge process, and as a process now we are not involved. So you need resources to be independent of any system so that you can run the system, you know, a year. And that's why it may depend on the time and the season. So in the idea neck I G tomorrow. It's all this is neck. Neck go to court, neck I guess okay, G tomorrow. Because you can't neck because I keep saying neck because these are some people who contest the elections.
Okay.
So so when this happen, because they also do it for the sake of the party, you know. Until a share party, you know, I G tomorrow say Eddie running this time elections, you know. And I'm so far, I can say, the Abba and Nima amount for a Kasemi maybe because we have not started engaging about the 6 months issue, you know. But at least that the party has accepted the guidelines, you know, as it is. Believe we say we can overall support to make it work for us.
Okay. Na me can education so dear no. I saw a year where you've pegged the minimum, which is agreeable, the SHS level and all that. What do we seek to achieve if we position it to that level?
So if shares are provision, it's more of the appointed members.
Okay.
Appointed executives, you're elected executives.
Okay. And they were appointed. Okay.
Based on the field.
Okay.
And your chairman, secretary, organizer, youth organizer. That's I'm talking about the deputies.
Okay, deputies.
Your treasure, communication. We're more elected.
Okay.
Almost elected. But you appoint at the head, say, your election directorate. You appoint research, welfare, or administration. These people are appointed on elections.
Oh, okay.
And this all appointed side per year. Now they now come on their CBA level will be in the field that you appoint. That's why that requirement comes in.
Okay.
And you're on the elections.
Okay.
On the another elected executives.
Okay.
Because elected executives, you're elected based on how they believe you will be committed and able to do the work. Yes, education background is necessary, but no any condition to be a leader of that, to lead the party on that position. But the appointment, we go through some level to give you that opportunity. For instance, we have a researcher of the party at the regional level. Now, without any background, adding. So as I say, so those are the things.
But should somebody be necessarily a party member from the appointment side, and I say or a professional, the Jumano no and I buy apply. What saying?
No, you should go through process. Party, you should be an active party member.
Okay.
Professionals, they will be you sort your views, maybe who of these views.
Okay.
But how to implement it, other issues, that's you should be more
pure party person.
Active party member.
Active party member who is a researcher.
He's a researcher.
It's understandable.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay. One of the things who are there, which really moving forward, it affected the current MPP when it comes to elections, where more fiat to say election say because of fee any kasa and sem fata efa unia hono, it is not something that mo agree. Musume hu say wo mudi enim say lessons learned ye hu the course when this day disciplinary committee e wo mu de keka do mo kan ye nyina enso no ye hu the effectiveness of ASI nema way. Mosumo mosumo beto aba from what they cry the mosumo still I want to be consistent with the down to the top. Bibi sano even from the down. Sanya mani no. How do you curtail that?
One, the way you run the system.
Okay.
That gives room. Other people will follow and others won't follow. Once you are transparent and following the process as agreed, it reduces the acrimony in the electoral process.
Okay.
It reduces. Also, about elections are both public elections and internal elections. Managing expectation is the key. It's managing expectation. Because everybody wants to win elections. So if you don't manage that expectation and being transparent,
Kessben 92.9.
You can bring anybody to preach people, they will not understand you. So what I say. Because your election people have the suspicion. And Kojo anyway, fine.
Yes.
Well, anyway,
camp where
so who may know one say other opponents, ni symbol be any of their campaign. Who could do a party work home. Who's up a symbol? If you only now be a say, so you who are manage elections, you should be able to be balanced, to be able to follow the guidelines. Make sure say guidelines and that's key. Because after elections.
Exactly.
But we are human beings. And so one find your mind Now when the sewer, you give room for people to say whatever they want to say. And that's the key. It's about how you manage it. Then we will say now in the issues. That for me, that's the key.
Because interesting, when election Bapena comes and start your and how can we are human beings? When you're careful, no one follow guidelines.
That is why you need to live above. While managing elections, be sincere. Live above the amount for a car. Once you believe, say, a Juma Oya, Emrano, would dinner so no, and no Emrano. Regardless of whoever it is, just understand it and implement it. Don't pretend to implement the process. Don't pretend to implement the process. Oh, can we now? Oh, the faha, baby. Don't pretend to. You see, I've always said, so we're running elections internally and not say external. Let's take internal. So Kojo wadanfo. No about what say, but I mean ye a year. No one Kojo never trust you. Even though it's your friend. Kojo always feel that you are easily swayed.
So why am I in Kwande?
Next time Kojo ya bibia na ya ohiya wakase chale okomadi.
Pam. Oh, Bayama. Because I am mammy.
And yet the papa was hell. Or catch a man for say who knew say naughty. However, Kojo wadanfo. Ebe yaw enye close to you. Now what the mraso. Now a favor yaw. Kojo will not be happy then, but you will not lose your friendship with him. But you will now get another person that one you know and you did so you'll get two people. So what I say? So when you believe and be firm, you expand even the plus of you. Nessa bakuno na beye na da bakuno be free line no more.
Everything.
Usually when you are running elections, accusation will be on you, counter accusation. We understand. I have come to understand because especially being in Zongo, your corner, your boa. The only person you blame is not the one.
No, my.
Oh, this is the operator. So, anytime, make sure say the operator, wow.
Okay.
Let that appreciate it.
Okay.
Nanka one pata one nanka.
And maybe I'll born about coming over pattern. There's a whole point.
So these are the things. So
wow.
We are mindful of this.
Sure.
And election, there's no small elections.
There's nothing called small elections.
If you want to test it, say, next day, I'm will be a leader for the week. Honorable says, I'll election.
I'll try. I'll try it. Yeah.
I feel this week, and maybe this week.
And then
Twaba. Now you you appreciate it. There's no small election. In fact, that is where one can say, "Oh, that was see me."
Okay.
Yeah. See me my way. They also be my way. These issues, and it is part of us. So we should, if you learn this, understand.
Nice one.
Managing it, you get it.
I get it.
Approaching, that's why for some of us, approaching electoral commission, I have to approach them. You understand? I do my things right. When I make sure that I do my things right. Once I do it right, so what do you mean for line, I know how I will get it.
It's true.
You understand?
Last words to the NDC members, to the NDC people watching.
My main Fakunya West Party 4. Yeah, now you go back one. Ni mu ena yepe. Ni ye ena yepe. Enti say onya issues be. It's better to ask for explanation. Abwa say na you sit somewhere and assume say we because of this. Because from national chairman, general secretary, we are up to the brand for us to win elections. Yeah, winning elections are
That's true.
And that's the. And branch organization party organization defense so yes all involved in it process in say men try say obetisi obi because usuro say uma man for kwenya say on pick form and so maybe bia on be to me. It will be better you not to win for party to be able to win election than for you to be there. I am because you be lose. Say do only for say in time accept it and let's go.
Okay.
Let's open the system.
Okay.
And we'll get there.
All right.
The NDC as always appreciate, give opportunity. But let many people add their voice in the process. Kojo, which I believe will do it. It will be issue easier for us for election. The 2024 election, 2020 elections is in any MP number of elections. We are selling our message to Ghanaians. Ghana for any better aba.
Okay.
And more and we approach it.
Okay.
Now say a MPP dia. Now delegate list crap do on there. And not gonna win elections. A delegate list. Over 355,000. Our delegate list.
Maybe 211,000.
Yes. And no crap which means dear also. But it's our number we our executives know. Alone cannot win elections.
It's true.
And see, it's right.
Okay.
Now, young guy, in this process. Young money free and fair.
All right.
I don't know, will be free on over. And two super come of
Yaba. Mate. Medasipa. Hey, Dimadi Jibroni and Nini Commander, the acting national director of elections and IT, Mayor NDC, Nini Dean Commander.